Let's begin the solved exercise. Our dear students has requested to get the exercise question answered. So we are here going to provide you. The first question, who is the first to speak in the poem and what is said about whom? Here comes the answer. The moon is the first to speak. That means the moon is the first speaker in the poem. She complains that the sun has no business shining during the night and calls it very rude. So you can see that we have provided you very short question answers which will help you to prepare the answers in a specific way. Let's learn the second question, that is what is it about their surroundings that upset the walrus and the carpenter? Here comes the answer. They are upset about the vast quantity of sand and wish it could be cleared away. Next question number three. What treat do the young oysters look forward to? Here comes the answer. They look forward to a pleasant walk and pleasant talk along the briny beach with the walrus and the carpenter. Number four. What does the walrus want to chat about with the oysters? Here comes the answer. He talks, or you can write walrus talks about the whimsical topics including shoes, sheep, sealing wax, cabbages, and kings. Here comes the next question. Why do the oysters turn a little blue? Here is the answer. They realize that they are about to be eaten after the walrus and the carpenter show the kindness. Next question. Do you think the poem is sad or funny? The answer is the poem is both humorous and sad. It has playful wordplay and absurd imagery, but it also carries a tragic element as the oysters are tricked and eaten. Next question, that is RTC or reference to context. Let's understand the question answer. Here comes the text from the answer. If these were only cleared away, they said it would be grand. Here, the first question, who says these words? The answer is, these words are spoken by the walrus and the carpenter as they lament, that means express their sadness about the vast amount of sand and surrounding them. Next question, what do they want cleared and what was it their initial reaction to it? What was their initial reaction to it? Here comes the question. Here comes the answer. They want the sand to be cleared away. Their initial reaction to it is frustration as they see overwhelming quantity of sand, that is a huge amount of sand, as an obstacle to their path. Next question. What further suggestion does one of them have for the clearing? The answer is the walrus suggests that the seven maids with seven mops, which is a hyperbole, it is used that he could swipe it for half a year to clear the sand. However, the carpenter doubts whether the method would be effective. That means he remains skeptical about this method, whether it would be effective or not, and shedding a bitter tear. That means it's like the bitter tear means here he's expressing his sadness. Next question, that is number two. No hurry, said the carpenter. They thanked him much for that. The first question is, why does the carpenter say no hurry? The answer is the carpenter says no hurry because the oysters express that they are out of breath and need a moment to rest. His words reassure them, allowing them to pause their continuing of their further journey. Next question, who thanks the carpenter? Answer. The oysters thank the carpenter for his patience, appreciating the fact that they are not being rushed. Next question, what does the carpenter suggest after this? Here comes the answer. After this, the walrus and the carpenter softly begin preparing for their meal. The walrus distracts the oysters by encouraging them in conversation, and then he mentions the need for bread, pepper, and vinegar, revealing their actual intention to eat the oysters. So, we have discussed these question answers which are from the exercise. We have already provided you the most important question answers from this chapter. Dear students, if you want anything else from this chapter or you have any problem in any specific chapter, then you can let us know. We'll definitely provide you the solution at the earliest. Dear students, if you have not yet watched the explanation, analysis, theme, fear of speeches which are used in this poem, just check the playlist the Oxford Reading Circle for class 6, and you'll get all the things in a single place. So dear students, keep watching and keep improving. We'll meet in the next video very soon. Goodbye everyone.